Hey everyone, it's Justine and welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas 2017 Day 5. Today I'm going to be showing you some non-traditional colors versus some traditional colors, and also a little bonus of how to make some gift treats that would match your cards. To get started, I'm going to be doing a lot of die cutting. So I'm going to be using the Scenic Snow Globe set and the Snow Globe set in order to create this card. Now, normally you would create a snow globe or a shaker snow globe card with it, but I kind of wanted to create a village scene. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to be die cutting various things out of this set in different colors of non-traditional Christmas color paper. So for example, I'm going to be using Berrylicious, Lemon Chiffon, Bubblegum, and Spearmint in order to create my card. Sometimes what I like to do is just die cut a whole bunch of dies and see what happens when I put them all together. And I had a video a couple weeks ago doing just that. So it's also a great idea to do if you're kind of running out of ideas and you're not too sure where to start. Die cut a whole bunch of stuff, put it together, and see what happens. So once I finished all my little pieces, I kept them off to the side, and I went ahead and I die cut a circle die. So this is a stitch circle die on the inside and outside from My Favorite Things, and I'm going to be die cutting that in white and Berrylicious in order to create a cool sky and snowbank scene. So it did require me to cut them both out because I wanted that exact curve on the scene. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment. So in that snow globe die, there was also a little curved die that could cut out a snowbank. So I went ahead and grabbed the white circle and I die cut the snowbank using that strip. I had to adjust it a couple of times because my magnetic platform was not cooperating with me. So once I had that, I was really able to create a cool scene in order to just start paper piecing everything together. Don't mind the mess on my craft workspace, sometimes things get messy. So I thought it would be best to start off on my card base, which measures 11 by 4 1/4, folded in half at 5 1/2 inches to create a top folding card. I then decided to start placing my scene. Now, I started off by die cutting this blue piece here, so I'm going to add that first, and that's going to be my sky. And then it's your choice right now if you want to start adding the little pieces or gluing the snowbank. But I don't recommend gluing the very top of that snowbank because you want to be able to slip things inside so it looks like the snowdrifts are in front of the houses and the objects that you're putting on. I do, however, cut out a spare one later because I accidentally got some fingerprints on this one. It happens sometimes, but it's an easy fix. So I'm going ahead now, and I took the snow globe die and die cut this rectangle, and I'm going to be taking one of the sentiments that also would coordinate with this set, and I'm going to stamp that in black ink. Now I'm quite certain that these products here came in the card kit last month, and they're now being released with an October release with My Favorite Things. Now I'm going to be stamping Season's Greetings, and I added that to the bottom of my circle. I ended up later deciding to move it up a little bit, and that's one of the reasons as well why I had to cut out a new snowbank. So once that's all finished, I'm ready to start gluing. I'm just going to piece everything together, so I'm just going to speed you up here so you're not getting too bored. I added the houses as well as some fun trees, and I thought about adding the snowman as well. I really love these houses, and I love the colors. They kind of remind me of Copenhagen, Denmark, and so sometimes I'm inspired by my travels as well when I'm putting together scenes. I love the fact that all of these dies come with frames for all of the windows because you can really truly add a lot of pop and detail to the die cuts themselves. Might take a little bit though to glue them all on. They also come with these rooftops that are snow covered, and they come with one that's completely flat also. And they also come with die cuts so you can cut out your own snow for shakers, which is really neat. And they also have shaker pouches that coordinate with these, but I'm just making a traditional card. So I'm going ahead and adding some clear dots here for embellishments onto the front of my card. And that's the end of today's card. However, I did want to go ahead and replace that snowbank just because I got fingerprints and I wanted to move the die cut. So I added it up a little bit higher, and I'm really happy with the way that it turned out now. I also wanted to show you that when I finalized the card, I also created it in a traditional color. So if you're not a fan of the non-traditional colors or that look of this sort of pastel, really light colors, then you can also do it in a non-traditional form. So for this card, I used green and red as well. So you can see the non-traditional, and I added the snowman in the middle, and you can see it up close here as well. And you get really fun cards out of that too. Now moving on quickly to these little cool gift ideas. This is a really awesome tag duo die set. And they can create tags for your cards, they can create bookmarks, so many endless possibilities. And they have some really cool things that coordinate with these as well. And that is these pouches that would hold things like lip chap, or you could also go with alternative ideas like candy, or in my case, some gifts for crafters. I'm going ahead and I cut them out in white as well so I could create snowbanks on the bottom of my bookmarks. Or gift tags, whichever you wanted to call them. I think mine are going to end up being gift tags. So I'm going ahead and I'm adding this frame here. And this frame is called the Lip Balm Window and Frame. So it is meant for lip balm traditionally, but as I said, you can fill it with different things and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just going to cut out the center of both of these dies. If you are creating gift tags and you are going to use these pouches, I do recommend then cutting them out in a solid as well so you have an easy backing for them. And you can see now that when I glue it one on top of the other, the pouch is going to stick through. So I added this frame, but before I get everything glued together, I'm going to grab a pencil here and I'm going to trace the outline of the shaker here, or whatever, depending on what you're doing, the lip balm pouch, so that you're able to glue it properly on there. Now, it's really super easy. You just add the glue here to the actual cardstock, and then you stick the pouch on top. So as you can see, I added this chapstick here, and of course you can coordinate your colors too to have your chapstick match your cardstock, but I didn't have any blue, so this will just have to do. And then you would just simply place that over top and you're good to go. Or for a crafty friend, you could give them maybe some embellishments or some fun sequins and add those to the card, and they can open them up and have those for their stash. They did get a little bit messy there for a little bit, but overall it wasn't too bad. Now the good thing about these is I'm using Tombow Mono liquid adhesive, which means I have some time before it dries. And that's really important because when I add these sequins, I'm going to have to place the cardstock on top of the sequin pouch in order to get it. I can't flip the sequins over right now, that wouldn't work too well for me. And because I'm able to do that, I'm able to adjust it where I need it before it dries. So once I was all finished gluing and everything, I was able to actually go ahead and add some of those details on here. I'm not going to show you again how to put these houses together since I did that in the beginning of the card. And I simply just added a white frame that comes with that die, the lip balm die there, to the card just to give it a little more pop of a white. I then simply went ahead and I added a Mary stamp, and I decided to stamp this in Berrylicious in the very little room I had on the top of this one here. And then I also added it in black to the bottom of the house. So it's completely up to you if you wanted to add the decorations of the houses or just add a nice sentiment or a to and from on the bottom of these gift tag ideas. So I hope you enjoyed today's card videos on non-traditional colors, and I hope you give it a try. I'd love to know what kind of non-traditional colors that you use on your cards. So leave a comment below on this video for a chance to win 2 $25 gift certificates to My Favorite Things. If you'd like to gain some bonus entries or you want to check out the supply list, you can head over to my blog. I have it below in the video description. There are many other ways that you can win these prizes. You can click here to go to the next video if you need some more inspiration from my Christmas playlist, and you're welcome to subscribe to my channel as well. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I'll be back on Monday with a new video.